Hey everybody, my name is AceFangirl, and welcome to another vlog where I talk about whatever I want to talk about. But this time I have a suggestion. I believe it was Brayden on Twitter who wanted me to talk about Zero Escape and why the heck I love it so much. Well, it's kind of a long story, and I should preface it by saying that if you know the Zero Escape series at all, you're gonna know that it's almost impossible to talk about it without some spoilers. I'm gonna do my best not to spoil anything major, but I can't promise anything. So if you're if you're playing it blind, or if you haven't played it yet and want to, maybe wait to watch this until after you're done. It'll still be here, and I'll still be talking about how much I love Zero Escape, but I'm gonna try my best not to spoil anything. So, how did I first discover Zero Escape? Well, I first discovered Zero Escape when Paul, Michael, and Nicola started their walkthrough of 999 on Game Cola. And I watched 999 at the time, was incredibly intrigued by it, and kind of loved it, but honestly forgot about it. Then Virtue's Last Reward came around, and that was around the time that Paul dropped out of recordings, so for, I think it was the very next pathway after Paul left, Michael called me up and asked me if I wanted to be on it, and I told him, Michael, you know that I have not played this game, right? And I don't really know much about what it's about. And he was like, that's exactly why we want you. So I joined this, we called ourselves the Pony Pros. And just did some commentary for a couple endings of Virtue's Last Reward. I did the Tenmyoji ending, the Luna ending, and then the final ending, the Fi ending, and then also the bonus endings. So that was super fun. And also, I did have the game at the time. I bought the game, I think after recording the Tenmyoji ending, but before I recorded the Luna ending. So I originally said that I was going to play the game after we finished the LP, I think. Then eventually the LP took like 5 million years, so I ended up beating the game. By the time we got to the very ending videos, went back when it was me, Michael, Paul, and Nicola, I had played not only VLR, but also Zero Time Dilemma, and let me tell you, it is an experience to watch the ending of VLR with having played Zero Time Dilemma, because so much just gets explained, so much that you have questions about at the end. You're just like, oh, that makes sense now. But, so I'm just like sitting there, staying quiet, trying not to spoil anything, and the guys are just annoying me by throwing out stupid theories. Some of them actually a little more correct than others. And it was great. I believe actually, I don't remember when I played it. I think definitely the very last couple videos. Definitely the final endings, like the bonus endings, because I think we had to re-record that one after a long time because the audio got corrupted or something, and that was after I played Zero Time Dilemma, and it was crazy. But, so that was my kind of birth into the series, and then after I started playing VLR, I got all of the games and played them all myself. And recently, actually right now, I'm doing a replay of them. So I have finished 999, I'm currently working on Virtue's Last Reward, and I'm gonna replay Zero Time Dilemma. Mostly just because Nintendo Capri Sun is streaming them, and I'm kind of helping him through them. I've been offering suggestions and path routes that would make the most sense, logically, for where he's at, but he's honestly doing amazing, and I'm super proud of him, so go to him. But I can tell he's really enjoying them. It makes me really happy when people say they enjoy Zero Escape, because it is such kind of a niche series that I'm just like, oh friend, like how are you? So that's that. Now I could talk about why I love it. So, obviously, if you know me, you know I love puzzles. And Zero Escape is basically all puzzles and reading, and those are my two favorite things, puzzles and reading. So, it was basically destiny that this game was made. For me, I love it. I love escape rooms, so I mean that's helpful. I did the Zero Escape room. Post a picture. Right there. It was great. We didn't escape. We got kind of close. There were 3 tasks to get out of the room as a whole, and we completed 2 of them in about an hour, and then in about an hour and 15 minutes, they liked us, so I think they let us keep going, and then by the time they realized that we were not gonna, they were like, alright, we gotta stop you, and I was like, no! And then I got disappointed, Clover, which was sad. But the room was amazing. We got split up into 3 smaller teams, so it was me and Maddie, Noelle's sister, in one room, and we all had to solve the same puzzles. So Maddie and I were the first ones out, and we had to wait for everyone else to come out, which took forever, and I'm pretty sure that's why we didn't make it out. Just saying. But, so obviously, love escape rooms. Done a couple with my family, too. We're not that good in escape rooms. Anyways, that's beside the point. And then the other thing that people know that I like in my games, it is character development and a good story. And Zero Escape has both of those in excess, because the story is so convoluted and crazy, and you just learn so much random knowledge, and it's just, but then it somehow all ties together in the end, and you're just like, what? Like, and it's sometimes hard to follow, but then you think back and you're just like, see what you did there. See what you did there. And that's what I like. I like being able to replay something, knowing something with like future knowledge, and go back and think, wow, that has a whole new meaning now. And that's what I love, for the most part. And also, I mean, characters are very important to me, and Zero Escape has way too many memorable, great characters to name. They are all fantastic in their own way, even Dio. Everybody puts up with Dio. But he's great too, kinda. Like to kick him in a place where the sun doesn't shine, but it's okay. And it's just all the psychology behind it, and especially behind all of the games. It's all a mind game, and I love mind games. So as a psych major and a soc major, it's the whole idea of the games and the whole way they're structured and the way people think in those situations is incredibly intriguing to me, which probably makes it sound really creepy and that I want to set one up myself. I don't. But I think that's incredibly interesting, and the game designers did a really good job of putting like all different types of people in the situation to see how they would react. And I don't know, there's something about that really fascinates me. How human nature reacts when put into like basically a pressure cooker of a situation is incredibly interesting to me. I don't know, maybe that makes me sound creepy, but that's the main thing that I like about Zero Escape. And then of course there's the humor. So much humor that doesn't seem like it would be appropriate in, this dark situation, but it somehow makes its way in. It's somehow great. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. But it's excellent. I know that the series is over now. And I know that some people don't like Zero Time Dilemma because they don't feel like it really wrapped things up in a way that they really wanted. And I can see why they think that. There are definitely some out-of-character moments that I would prefer really didn't happen. But I think most of the out-of-character moments that I can think of off the top of my head happen in bad endings. So technically it's not as canon as it would be if it happened in a good ending, or, as canon works in the Zero Escape universe. You know what I'm saying? But I think Zero Time Dilemma answered most of the big questions that we had leaving Virtue's Last Reward, and that satisfied me. Also, it was exactly what I wanted, puzzle difficulty-wise, which I wanted a middle ground between 999, which was very easy for me, and Virtue's Last Reward, which was substantially more difficult for me. I wanted something of a middle ground, and that's what Zero Time Dilemma gave me. What I don't like about Zero Time Dilemma is the random number generator that determines the outcomes of some of the rooms. That random number generator was not kind to me. It did not like me at all. I had to do certain rooms so many times to get all of the endings that possible for that room because of the random number generator. And I had to see the same heart-wrenching scenes time and time and time because it doesn't let you restart. But regardless of that, I did love Zero Time Dilemma. I thought it was a great game, and I do hope to do a playthrough of it someday with Game Cola. Put it down in the comments. Start harassing everyone else because I'm down. But, and Paul's already played it. He was direct tweeting me, like, through his whole playthrough. He was pretty into it. But I would love to play with the guys, and it's because I don't think Nicola or Michael have played it. So, we'll just see if they decide to get on it. And also, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm gonna probably need to replay it. But I feel like this bears repeating. The last thing, my absolute favorite thing about Zero Escape is all of the random knowledge that you pick up. Because I know a little bit now about nuclear physics. I know about of course I know about psychology. But if you weren't a psych major, you would know a little bit about psychology. You learn about medicine. Which probably isn't real. But you learn other things. And then Zero Time Dilemma kind of continues that trend. 999 did it a little bit with like all the Titanic stuff, but it really became more pronounced with VLR and ZTD. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? I don't know, I really don't want to spoil anything. I do obviously bear a strong love for Diana in Zero Time Dilemma. I want to protect her. I love her. That one ending though. You know which ending I mean. Which I won't say. No spoilers. Really trying. I don't think I spoiled anything. Go me. But just, I don't know. There's just something magical about a series that has everything tied together so well. Like in the end. Once you look at all three games as a whole and everything ties together with like a neat little bow, there's just something really special about that. And that's not something that's gonna go away, no matter how many times you replay it. Even if you know the solution to the puzzles and you just do it for the cutscenes, it's still a magical experience, I think. And I won't be experiencing that because I don't remember the puzzles in Zero Time Dilemma at all. I was playing it around this time last year for the first time. So, I'm looking forward to replaying it. And I'm looking forward to continuing to watch Nintendo Capri Sun's streams, which you should as well. He's kind of doing amazing. And, stay tuned. I wish I could play them on my channel, but the Steam versions are only for Windows, so I can't. But if they ever change that, then I would love to play them for you guys, so that you could see why I love these games so much. And if you ever get the chance, go pick them up for yourself. 999 is available on the DS, and then Virtue's Last Reward and Zero Time Dilemma are for the 3DS, and they're also all available on Steam if you have a Windows. Would definitely recommend going to pick those up. They are absolutely fantastic games, great puzzles, great atmosphere. Maybe don't play them at night, but you will love them. Unless you don't love puzzles or gore, don't play them if you don't like gore. I'm sorry, there's a lot of gore in it. 999 isn't as bad, but there's still a lot of gore. So, bear that in mind. But if random knowledge and psychology and great story and great characters sounds like something that would be, and also escape room puzzles, sound like something that would be up your alley, definitely go pick them up. You will not regret it, I promise. And I think that's all I have to say about Zero Escape. So, if you have any questions about Zero Escape, put them down there in the comments, or if you just have any questions in general, down there. And I think that's all for this time, so I will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. I'll see you then. Bye!